Boeing quarterly results are just hitting the wires. Let's get to Phil LeBeau, who's looking at the numbers. Hi, Phil.
Hi, Contessa. This is a beat on the top and the bottom line for Boeing in the fourth quarter, with the company reporting a smaller than expected loss of 47 cents a share. The street was expecting a loss of 78 cents a share. Revenue coming in better than expected at $22.02 billion. And then the numbers within the numbers in the fourth quarter: operating margin positive 0.4% compared to negative 3.2% in the fourth quarter of 22. Free cash flow, $2.95 billion. That is a little below where they were in the fourth quarter of 2022. But more importantly, they do hit the guidance for 2023 free cash flow of between $3 and $5 billion, coming in at $4.43 billion. They also, in the fourth quarter, are taking a charge in the defense group of $139 million. Now for what's really driving the stock today: Boeing's guidance. The company is postponing its 2024 guidance in light of what's happening with the 737 MAX, as the company is wrestling with the safety culture issues that are front and center, which is now capping MAX production at 737 MAX production at 38 per month. Remember, the FAA has said it needs to get the FAA approval before it can increase production. 787 production has hit 5 per month. Boeing is not changing, nor is it reaffirming its guidance for 2025-2026. Remember, that guidance was to have MAX production hit 50 per month in the 25-26 timeframe, with $10 billion in annual free cash flow. And again, the company not mentioning it at all in this earnings release. So they're not pulling it, but they're not reaffirming it. No doubt this will come up on the conference call with analysts a little bit later on this morning. In a note to the employees here at Boeing, CEO Dave Calhoun said, "While we often use this time of year to share our or update our financial and operational objectives, now is not the time for that." We will be talking with Dave Calhoun, a CNBC exclusive you do not want to miss, coming up at 9 a.m. on Squawk on the Street. Guys, we're going to be talking about the fact that they are not mentioning this long-term guidance, even though they have pulled their guidance for 2024. And again, in the fourth quarter, Boeing doing better than expected with a loss of 47 cents a share. The street expecting 78 cents a share loss. Guys, back to you.
We've watched the shares, as you've been talking, which were negative in response to this, now turning positive, up by almost 0.5%. On the call, what are analysts likely to focus on here, Phil?
The guidance. And if you're not pulling your guidance, you're not reaffirming it, does that mean that Dave Calhoun and his team believe, look, it's only a relatively short time before we believe that we can show to the FAA that we have put the safety protocols in place so that we can increase monthly production of the 737 MAX? That's it. That's the primary question that Dave Calhoun and his team will be facing in terms of what analysts want to hear about.